Hi everyone, welcome to our today's session in this afternoon. And I'm very pleased to be here with you again. Today is a little bit funny, so I'm just gonna start and jump into telling uh, about my morning, how I prepared for this session, and how I ended up with the preparation. I just previously started to tell to some of you before the recording. So anyway, so just for you to know, what I usually do is that around 8 o'clock, so an hour before we start, I sit down and I do a little meditation and centering, and then I ask for a message that is helpful for our little community from our guides. And so I have my a notebook, especially uh, for that purpose, and then I quite quickly, usually, I start to just write in, and when I feel the connection with another energy, and messages are just usually rolling out. Um, and then and sometimes, and especially lately, um, not just before the session, right before the session in the morning when I get the message, but already a few days before, things are starting to come together and shape in my heart, in my mind. So, what is it that our session should be about? What should we do? What kind of practice or meditation should I bring? And I try to put that aside when I always managed so far to put that aside when I sit down and open up myself to whatever want to come in. And so today was very funny because I had this very strong feeling, and that a couple of days ago started to build up in me, that today we really should talk about uh, how to um, how to surrender. So either if you're doing a healing session, an energy work, or channeling, or really just connecting with your higher self, this is a very important part. And in the last previous session, we were connecting with the life force energy, with the source, and so it felt very natural to step forward and try a little bit or practice a little bit this kind of surrendering, which I call or I experience when I do my healing sessions as like stepping aside a little bit and allowing whatever really wants to come through um, in that moment for that person I work with. And it is a very easy process normally for me. It is easy because for instance, in the healing sessions, so what we do um, is that um, we sit down and we start to talk a little bit. So there's always a work of mine and a kind of a phase um, where we land in the space, in the here and now. And also, I like to use that to figure out where the other person is and kind of guide them into the place where they can have an intention for the session, or we both can have an intention for the session. And when that phase is over, it is very easy for me to just sit down as I'm doing now. Usually I'm kneeling on a pillow on the floor, and I kind of in a way surrender, like I give myself up and my thoughts and my ideas, because I think like, all right, I have done what I could with my mind, and with my will power in that way. And then now I step aside and I let um, the energies work, and the higher realms work their magic, right? Their do their work. The same with the channeling. I did my humanly um, or yeah, I gave my human input when whilst I just made the time and I sat down and I have my paper and pen, and now I don't have anything to do, just to allow the message come through. Now, today, as I'm preparing for you to for our session, and uh, to show you or to practice this with you, I simply couldn't channel anything. I simply couldn't rest in that space that I normally do so easily. So I don't have any message for you um, in the way I usually have. Um, and at that point, I'm like, okay, the time is here. People are waiting. The camera is set up and everything is set up. So I'm going to say hi, and we do whatever comes through, really. And in that moment, I felt very called to have my beautiful deck, and pull a card. And then before even I started to spread them out, one card fell out, and I'm like, all right, I noticed this. This is the card, but let's see what else comes through. So I put back the card into the deck, I shuffled it, and I spread it out, and I take out the very same card, which is this reunion of souls. So this is what I'm gonna do. Also, this is a very funny presentation, I think, about how these things work. So up until the moment you really want something, you really um, with your human willpower want to get something through, want to aim something, or you have um, um, like yeah, you have not just an intention, but more than that, and with that you are interfering with this communication, and it doesn't work. It can't work. And the moment when you let that go, the moment when you surrender and say like, okay, this is what it is, what it is. Maybe I don't bring anything what I expected from myself. Then it happens. So the card, hi Catherine, the card for today that I brought is I'm not sure if you can read it. It's the reunion of souls. So two lovely birds, and yes, it's also a message personally for us, I guess. So I'm just gonna read what's in the booklet about this. There is a school of thought that says before our souls come to earth, we make contracts or agreements with other souls. At one point in time, we appear in each other's lives to assist those involved in learning a lesson, being a catalyst for a needed change, or to share in profound joy. When a person comes into your life to teach you a lesson, no matter the human form, no matter the human experience, this agreement is based in love. The human experience may have been painful, and extremely challenging. Acknowledge the depth of love needed for this contract to take place, and then let them go. The experience may have been profoundly moving, but ended abruptly and without reason. Again, be grateful and move on. Cherish the lesson and move forward into your life the way it was meant to be. Alternately, says the card, this card signifies a profound soulmate relationship, whether it be between lovers, friends, or parents and children. Cherish the gift given. So this is beautiful, and thank you so much. And I see many reasons why this is what wanted to come through instead of what I had expected. So with that little background story about the morning and about all this surrendering and all this really processing or preparing for the process of connecting and allowing whatever wants to happen in our lives in this moment, in this session, in that healing, in whatever, in the channeling. Um, that I feel like that's a very um, important lesson, or very much connected with the softening inside, and softening that part of ourselves that wants to control or lead, or that has expectations, requirements, whatever. Um, so maybe with that intention, I would like to just invite you uh, to arrive into the space so that we can start our meditation. And take a good, comfortable seat. I'm also going to change my position a little bit. And yeah, comfortable but still quite active position of the body. And then take a few deep breaths. Feel your root. Feel the ground under your feet, the chair or cushion under your bottom. Get your foundation right. Stable, but still not too tense. With the next breath, try to engage with your sacral chakra, with your belly area. Again, just few deep breaths here to activate it. Connect with it. Your lower back, your spine. With every breath, we build up this beautiful foundation and the system, layer by layer. So with the next breath, try to find your solar plexus, your stomach area, and just activate, just connect. And again, try to put aside every bit of expectation. You just want to recognize that you have this area in your body, and this kind of energy in your energy field. Lovely. Now we come to the heart area, the chest. Open it. Engage with it. See how it feels today. And maybe you feel very small here, weak, or very open. It's all right. The point now is that you are here. Your chest, your heart is here with you. That's enough. The next one, try to come up towards your throat, the upper part of your lungs, your collarbone, shoulders, and connect with this area. Just feel it, the back of your shoulders. Um, and take a few deep breaths, acknowledging, being aware of this part of your body. And now let's go further into your head. And let's browse around in the head space, your jaw, mouth, inside of the mouth, back of your head, the face, nose, chins, your eyes, ears, your forehead, and really just acknowledge that these parts are also here with you. Now you're paying attention for that, and for these parts, you are aware of them. But even when you're not, you're doing your daily running around. You can then, these are with you. Take a few deep breaths. Again, just scanning through all the parts that have been recognized and welcomed so far. Your hands to your arms. Beautiful. And now come up to the top of your head, to the crown, and see if it's there with you today as well. Of course it is. Take a few deep breaths and imagine as with the next inhales, you open this chakra, this gate on top of your head towards the skies. If you want, you can use your hand, imitate the opening, and with the next breath, I invite you to put your hands together in front of your heart. Find the center of this beautiful energy field and body that you have with you every day, every moment. Anchor yourself here in the heart. and slowly open the door of your heart with your hands too. Open this chakra as wide as it feels good. So maybe for some of you it will be small movement, just a tiny opening, door ajar. Beautiful. For some, it's going to be wider opening, and maybe you can also gently but consequently widen and spread this opening more and more. So in the end, you can use both of your arms and have a wide open chest. Arms on the sides, spread out like wings, and just try to engage with the tip of your fingers. Try to feel how far they go, where they end. This is the space, and even further on, that you are meant to take up. This is the diameter of the ball around you, the energy ball. Beautiful. And spread more. You are meant to take up this space. You're meant to engage with this space. And you're meant to make impact energetically, at least on this space around you. Wonderful. Now come back to your heart with your hands. And very slowly start to move your hands still together from the heart up towards your head, towards your third eye. And stop here. So now you connected with your own field, with your center. And then you are on the way to really connect with the source of life force energy around everyone and everything. But before we do that, we stop here for a moment and we say thank you for this connection in advance. We thank you for being here. And to connect, to be able to connect with all, with the source. And this is the moment when you want to put all your expectations, wishes, desires aside and just try to surrender to the process of connecting and being here in the field. You might be going to feel something like emptiness or lightness or just disengagement really with your mind or peace, patience. And that is the moment, that is the point where you are really ready to go further with more curiosity and excitement, but also with yes, whatever wants to come. I trust that it's gonna be exactly what needs to come. So if you feel that, if you are ready, you can go further and put your hands above your head. Imagine that your hands entered this beautiful halo of light above your head. So now you're in the middle of that circle and open your hands now. Take them apart and open this halo. Open this circle of light, stretch it, and bring it down around your whole body, very gently, very softly, slowly, until it's like creating a bubble of it around the body. And then you can just rest your arms next to your body. And maybe put your hands in your lap, gently just resting them. And enjoy being in this light. And receiving the energy, the information from the source above your head. Exactly what you need today. If you still feel any tension, any resistance, or any pushing expectations or agenda, and just take a few deep breaths and release. Focus on a lot on the releasing. And you will feel how your body is also kind of um, resting in this seated position. Your shoulders are going to go down and maybe feel a little bit heavy. Again, with a few deep breaths. You just surrender. You give in. You give up yourself. You pull only for now. You pull your expectations out of this situation. out of this space. So you can just sit here in your own beautiful light bubble and receive. Receive with trust in your heart, peace in your belly. And probably a soft smile on your face. Observe yourself in this silence. Observe your body, anything that you can feel or sense with your physical senses. Anything that you can hear whispering, any thought that pops up, a picture, color, a face of someone, a memory, or maybe something from the future. Just observe, pay attention, and note if there's any message in a more tangible form than just energy. If you don't get any of these, any picture or thought or clear message, that is also completely fine. Energy and information doesn't have to take any form. It will work. You will integrate. Maybe your process right now is integrating information on a deeper level, on the bodily level. Maybe right now you don't need to use your mind or your senses at all. Or in some cases, that only adds to the noise, and that is not what we need. If you lose this piece, that's all right. If you get back to the jumping mind, the noise, It's all right. If if you feel or catch yourself in some kind of tension, then just gently guide you back to your breath. Excellent. Almost like with that exhale, drop yourself gently back to your body, to your root, and try to engage with the bubble around you again. No expectation, no requirements, no goals. You and I are just here to connect again, to experience this reunion of souls. Such a gift. Wonderful. Now, with the next breath, I invite you to come back slowly, very gently. So maybe you want to rub your hands together. My legs completely went to sleep. Um, so that is especially important for me now to get engaged with them. But every time before you want to come out of a meditative state, please reconnect with your roots, with your body, with your legs, and with the environment around you. So you land back to the body fully. Now, just rub your hands a little bit together. And we are going to use them to close the bubble. So spread your wings, spread your arms next to your body and lift up so you can close up and above your head. Just put them together and see how this beautiful light bubble, the energy field, comes together and takes the shape of the circle of the halo above your head. And say thank you for the energy, for your field, for the source. And slowly pull your hands out of the circle to your third eye, where again you can stop for a moment and say thank you for anything that came through to you now, no matter how so-called tangible it was. And come down with your hands and put them to your heart area. And again, say thank you for being in this body, in this life right now. Say thank you for your human self, making this time an effort to connect. And if you're ready, yay, my legs work as well. So then just do a few stretches, maybe massage your face. And I hope you're ready for a beautiful day ahead, or night if you watch it in the evening. And I'm very thankful for your presence, either here, Catherine. Thank you for connecting. Um, and yes, um, if you're watching it later, then thank you for that as well. Um, take care of yourselves. And if you had any thoughts, pictures, messages, anything, sensations, please write them down in your journal, and maybe you could look back at it in a few days and ponder about it more. Thank you so much, and I'm sending much love to you. Bye. Bye bye.